Welcome to the 15th edition of the Indian Recording Arts Academy Awards. The idea of IRAA was born at one of the Palm shows 15 years ago. And we have given it shape, and through 15 years of hard work, today IRAA is globally reputed, and the Indian Recording Arts, the top engineers, they aspire to an IRAA award as a mark of recognition of excellence of their work. It is indeed a matter of pride for all the Indian engineers. Some years ago, about 5–10 years ago, the IRAA involved all the sound engineers, the top sound engineers in Bombay, the top talent in the country, I would say, the ones who record the defining music in India, the jurors. And we created a jury, a very serious jury of 12 jurors, and headed by Pramod Chandurkar. He is the honorary chairman of IRAA, and we together have ensured in the past couple of years that the level of assessment is very deep, very sincere, and it is supervised by the Palm, from the Palm Expo side by Smita Rai. And each year we get increasingly more and more nominations for the IRAA Awards. This in itself is redeeming, and this year for 2022 there is a huge change in IRAA. It is far more dynamic than the previous years. We received 1,400 nominations. That is 40% more nominations from the last year, and 46% of these nominations were for the indie recording, and both for song and mixing, song recording and mixing, and for music production. And the IRAA, of course, covers every gamut, every aspect of sound recording. There has been a great emphasis on the soundtrack, and there has been a great emphasis on music recording for films. And last year, we noticed that in India today, there is a huge change, and the record labels are encouraging talent, indie talent. There's an explosion of indie talent in the country. We all know why that is. It's obvious. It's the YouTube generation. But apart from that, serious music recording, serious music songwriting, and very high level of music production at home and project studios. It has become part of the recording scene in India. And we thought we must tap this indie talent. So we created a chair headed by Vinay Benegal, who's also the award director of IRAA this year. And this chair has reached out to the indie industry, and we received 46%, nearly more than 400 nominations from the independent producers, independent songwriters, and music production bands. And so now IRAA is in charge of awarding this entire new young generation, and this gives IRAA a lot of dynamism. I think it gives IRAA a lot of scope in the future, and it's a great feeling, the response that we have received from the indie segment. It just goes to prove that the indie segment has as much respect and aspiration from IRAA as the established, the old guard, so to speak, from the sound engineers who have been doing sound design and recording the soundtracks of the major movies. And this is very, very positive note for IRAA, and we hope in the future, in fact we expect in the future that the nominations will cross many thousands, and we need to build up IRAA substantially to be able to take care of such a huge amount of assessments. And the Academy should take shape in the coming years. The time has come seriously for IRAA to take membership and to have a very serious body of professionals managing the nominations, managing the assessment, managing the selection of awards, and we go from strength to strength with all of this. And this year we have 50 award winners over 56 categories. And this in itself, if one goes through the categories and one sees the level of the kind of nominations for each category that we have received, it's fantastic. They represent every color and shade of recording done in India, from every region of the country, from every language segment. And all of this has been collated by IRAA. We take a very serious level of responsibility when we look for nominations, when we approve the nominations, and we go to great lengths to see that every nominee is satisfied and has fulfilled his nomination if he desires and aspires to win an IRAA award. So all in all, I think it's a matter of great celebration this year, with IRAA having reached a very, very defining moment, and we look forward to the future in that respect. And each year we change the award director for IRAA, and so the award director for next year has been selected, and Ashish Saxena will be the award director for next year. Of course, from Palm Expo, Smita Rai will oversee the whole production of IRAA, all the nominations, assessments, and she coordinates with all the with the jury. So all of us are here, and big round of applause more than anything else for the jurors, please. I want to compliment the jurors on the tremendous hard work, and of course especially to Pramod Chandurkar, the honorary chairman, who coordinates with the jurors and oversees the functioning of IRAA. The Palm Expo, it attracts 25,000 professionals on its floors, the exhibit floors, each year. There is a tremendous level of excitement on the exhibit floors, and it's like an annual pilgrimage, and there is magic in the air, because these 25,000 professionals are using cutting-edge recording technology, and of course live sound, and the whole gamut of equipment involved in sound, and they are there to see new equipment and new ideas. And the sound engineers, right from the first Palm in 2001, they've been, Palm is their ground, and this is where new trends in recording, new trends available, new softwares available, new desks available, studio monitoring equipment, the whole gamut of equipment that is used for sound engineering and sound mixing and sound recording. It's a huge mela at the Palm, where engineers come from all over the country, from the south, hordes and hordes of them. They make, entire entourages come, and from the northeast and from all over the country. And there's a lot of studios that get generated, concept for studios, entrepreneurship, investments into new recording studios. It happens at the Palm, and that's where these awards were also, of course, born. And we look forward to this year's Palm in May, and we will be all meeting after a 2-year gap, and we are expecting a Jamboree, the likes of which has never been seen before. And the whole world, all the major brands, all the major distributors, they've ensured that their latest innovative equipment is on display. Cheers. Thank you very much.